Hi, this is Myra with Boutique Paint. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to show you some new products that we're carrying and how to use them. These are Amy Howard's Maker Studio products, and this is a mesh stencil, which is a lot different than the stencils we make. These actually have a mesh. I'll show you here in a second. And then we also are carrying their gel art inks, and let me show you here. We did a tea towel already. Look how beautiful that is. The nice thing about the mesh is you can get a lot more detail. So this is what it looks like. It's a mesh stencil, and you can see how much extra detail you can get with a stencil like this. So what we're gonna do, this is a tote bag, and I thought it'd make a cute either, just fall tote bag, or it could make it be a trick-or-treat bag, whichever. But what we're going to do is we're going to find the center of this, and we're just going to kind of give it a fold with our finger so we know where the center is. So it's right there. And you can do the same thing with the stencil, which I did. I folded it, and then it's got a crease right there. You may not be able to see it. And I'm just going to kind of do it towards maybe the bottom, like third. I'm going to use the IOD trowel and just put a little bit of the gel ink onto the trowel. And you're just going to pull it across the stencil. And if you're worried about like getting it up here on this stencil, you can see when I did the tea towel that I got up in that area. You can put painter's tape across the top of that to block it. And make sure whatever you're doing, you have something underneath this. And on this tote bag, I really should have shoved a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper on the inside, just so that it wouldn't go all the way through. It didn't go through much on the last one, so I think I'm going to be okay, but it's always good to protect your surface behind. And it takes just a little bit of time just to get the ink on here. And I'm just squeezing little bits because I don't like to waste. So I'm just doing little bits. So right after I inked the tea towel, I lifted the stencil and I just hit it with a hairdryer to dry it, to speed up the process, so then I could start to show you how to do this. And it dried really quickly. It probably also helped to heat set it. You will want to heat set these so that you can wash them. And you just heat set it either with an iron, you can throw it in the dryer for a little while after it's dry. The ink is dry. And throw it in the dryer. That'll set it. Or you can just put an iron on it for 15 seconds, then move the iron, 15 seconds, move the iron. You don't want to just plop it down. And do that like 2-3 times, and that'll set it. As soon as you're done with the stencil, wash it out immediately. I did not do that because I didn't have water back here. I don't have a sink in my shed. And so I will take it in to my kitchen and clean it. But the other thing you can do if you're not near water is just have like a dish pan full of water and where your workspace is, and just plop it right in there and just let it soak while you're working. All right, now the moment of truth. Let's get this lifted. And look how pretty that is. I just love this. This would make a great, even Thanksgiving hostess gift. Same with the tea towel. They would be something really quick and easy to make and take with you. Now, the next one I want to show you is how to use the same ink with the IOD Fruitful Harvest stamp here. And I just grabbed one of the pumpkins and a couple of the leaves. So what I want to do this time around is I'm going to brayer the paint onto the stamp. And I'm just going to use one of the, this is one of the old thin mounts. And I'm going to just squeeze a little bit of the ink on there. And then I'm going to use the brayer. And I'm going to brayer this ink on there. And you can see how dirty my stamps are. But that being said, you know, with this, I will take it in afterwards and I will clean it up. I will actually hit it with a baby wipe right after this. Let me scoot this aside for a quick second. And I'm going to stamp my little pumpkin. Let's take a little peek and see how we got. Oh yeah, that looks fabulous. Next, we're going to do a leaf. I'm going to bring this back out and I'm going to wipe it down. And then we'll grab the green here, and this is Grass is Always Greener. I'll put a little bit there. All right, now we're going to take one of the leaves. I don't want to do the whole leaf here, this whole branch. I'm only going to do this corner over here. Now, if you get some of the green on one of the other branches, you can just take your baby wipe and clean it up. And you can see I got some on the thin mount, so I'll clean that up before I do it. You flip your brayer over when you set it down so you're not getting your color wherever. All right. Nice. A different leaf. Bring back the ink. And when you're putting the ink on the stamp, you don't have to push hard. Now I realized that my stem didn't go all the way because I didn't get ink on that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that stamp again. And I'm going to go ahead and clean off where I did have the ink. And I'm just going to ink right there. Still have a little bit of ink left on the brayer, so I'm just gonna roll it. I'm getting ink in all kinds of places there, so I'm going to just clean up where I think I might have accidentally over inked. I'm just gonna do that small spot. There we go. Perfect. So those are our projects for this week. If you have any questions about any of the products I used, you can go to our website at www.boutiquepaint.com. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye.